welcome to your Modern Maven Tarot Monthly Tarot for May 2024. Happy birthday to all the May Taurus out there. Some of my favorite Taurus have birthdays in May. Also, I mean, some of my favorite Taurus have birthdays in April too, but I hope you have a wonderful month, and there is a lot going on, a lot of benevolent energy for the collective, but especially for you, Taurus. There was an interesting message though when it came to clearing the cards and the intuitive messages that come out. A lot related to karmic relationships, a lot related to making sure that there's a lot of self-love and healing energy, all right? So during your season, before we get to Gemini season, near the end of the month, I really want you to make sure that if there's anything that needs to be cleared in relationship to a karmic relationship, make sure you get down into nature, ground yourself, sitting next to a tree. I'm really visualizing the Four of Cups here. And instead of visualizing that cup that's unattainable, really focusing on the cups that are in front of you. And just making sure that there's a lot of self-love. I'm getting a really strong message of self-love. So let's get to a little bit of the astrology. I am going to link this as well in a post on YouTube. So if you want to learn more about the astrology, I will have that linked in a post. There's this amazing astrology calendar on astrology.com. And what I love about this calendar is that it also includes the outer planets, which a lot of astrologers like Pam Gregory, Heather Ensworth, they have been talking a lot about these outer planets and how we really need to start incorporating them into our astrology. So first thing though I want to talk about is May 2nd. Pluto in Aquarius goes retrograde, all right? So remember, retrogrades are a time to reflect. And so when it comes to all that forward transformational energy that has come with Pluto in Aquarius, with it going retrograde is now a time for us to take a step back and think about all the lessons we've learned since that got activated in January 2024, all right? So there's been a lot of change, a lot of transformation personally and collectively. And come time for Gemini season, this is going to be the energy, all right? And so right now, this is what we want to utilize. And also when it comes to this forward moving, like if there's areas in our life where we're expecting more rapid movement, rapid travel, rapid communication, remember that's coming in, and that we really want to make sure that this Four of Swords, that we rest, we heal, all right? Taurus too, like you're a very loving energy and you want to be, with people. And I want you to be with yourself this month. I really want you to make sure that there is enough time where you focus on yourself, focus on your rest, focus on reflection. Okay, because once, like I said, once Gemini season hits, that's where like communication, expansion, all that stuff is just going to catapult. So another key important thing, obviously, is the new moon in your sign, May 7th, new moon in Taurus. This is really wonderful because when it comes to new moons and full moons, a new moon is a great time to do your intentions. A full moon is a great time to release. And the days leading up, what you want to increase, but then on the days after, what you want to let go of. But for this new moon specifically, this is a wonderful time to plant the seeds for the fall. Okay, so this is what I really want you to visualize, is actually think of yourself and like, this would be a good thing for you, especially because you're an earth sign. Get some seeds and put them, where they get sun, but actually plant those seeds and then correlate the growth of those seeds with the growth of whatever intentions you are putting in for reaping in the fall. Okay, this is actually something that I think I'm going to make a post for everybody to do, because for us water signs too, that's a very important message, because earth signs, you already have patience. Us water signs, actually all the other elements aren't as patient as earth signs, but I really want you to just get some seeds of either a flower, a vegetable, whatever it is, but get the seed, plant it, watch it grow. And then every day you water that, every day you take some time to, think and reflect. Thank you. Like that Four of Cups, I'm telling you, like, even though this is ruled by Cancer, all of your earth energies in here. I want you, while you're focusing on that plant's growth, think about the growth of the intentions that you're putting with that new moon on May 7th, okay? Because there is some block when it comes to our beliefs, to our communication, that it's a big turning point heading our way. And that's not just, remember, not just for us personally, but think of the collective and think how all of these shifts are happening and how we're seeing the changes coming in and the pushback from the old paradigms, control and power, and how like we're still steering our ship. We all individually have to steer this ship so that the collective can get back on track. Okay, so that's what I really want you to reflect on when it comes to this Pluto and Aquarius retrograde, is our personal responsibility when it comes to the energy that we put out there, okay? And that how we all have a personal responsibility to put our beliefs, put our communication into the Aquarian age and not give so much power to this old paradigm that is collapsing. Because I do think that the more of us that come together as a community, as a collective, the less power that authoritarian kind of energy of the old paradigm has on us, okay? All right, so another big thing that is coming in when it comes to just the planets, you know, of astrology that we know, is Mercury enters Taurus on May 15th. So remember, like, all this wonderful Taurus energy. Like I said, self-love, self-love, self-love. I want you to speak self-love too, okay? I want you to make sure, and thank goodness, you know, with Mercury finally going direct, because this was a doozy for a retrograde for me personally. But I really want you to focus on, during the chaos of the retrograde, what can we reflect on that happened? What are some things that happened during the Mercury retrograde that we, instead of seeing it as a mishap or miscommunication, what clarity did we get from that happening in our lives? That's a big takeaway I want for you to have with Mercury going into your sign, because you're going to be very connected to that, okay? And okay, this is actually pretty interesting too, because May 17th, Mercury in Taurus squares Pluto in Aquarius. And this is where, like I said, the power of patience and the power of your energy is so important. This is not a good transit for reactionary, impulsive energies, okay? So if you happen to be on the opposite end of that, like, just be mindful when it comes to communication. Like, some people might be very reactive, especially people who are resisting the change of Pluto and Aquarius, because again, I love the tarot is always on point with like showing you, this is what I mean. This is impulsive, reactionary, you know, going out there and just impulsively acting or speaking. And this is the transformation, not only Pluto and Aquarius, but this is ruled by Saturn and Pisces. This is emotional transformation. You know, it can mean physical transformation too, but it's following a new path, all right? And so if people are resisting these energies in the Aquarian age and they're focusing on it more in that Capricorn paradigm, that's where we could see some clashing. But again, what I love astrology.com says, it's chess, not checkers, okay? So you really have to think about your end goal. You really have to see, like I said, that plant, if you can get a little seed and like focus on the growth of that plant. And then again, that mirroring the growth of whatever you are increasing in your life, the expansion that's coming once we get Gemini, or Jupiter moving into Gemini, because that's like communication and all of that is going to be really, really rapid, okay? Another big thing to remember is Gemini season starts May 20th. All right, so like I said, there's going to be a lot of chatty Cathys, including myself. I'm a Gemini. I'm a Gemini rising, moon, and north node. And I already feel so much of that chatty energy coming back. But I really want you to like utilize the charismatic and lively energy that comes with this, because this is where, you know, like the snowball, it's building, okay? And it's been building, but with planets like Pluto that move so slowly, and then we have an instant gratification society, it can confuse us sometimes on our expansion, on our progress, all right? And so really always remember, it's going back to the self-love, it's how we feel inside, like the satisfaction we're getting inside. And so the simple pleasures make a big difference, all right? Making sure that you're in touch with why you're doing what you're doing, and having strong boundaries. The one thing I want you to really focus on is having strong boundaries. You're the most loving of earth signs, and it's just very important that you have boundaries, okay? All right, this I love too is May 23rd, we have a full moon in Sagittarius, and this is going to be like really adventurous. And so, like I said, like getting excited, but also it's a wonderful time for you to think about the things, like I said, when Mercury is going into your sign. Now, a few days later, we're going to have time to really think about what is no longer serving me. What bags can I drop and just leave here? Because when we take a new path, and all of these people are on this one, and then we turn directions, we can't expect everybody to go on that new path with us because they're on their own path and they might be comfortable there. But if this is the path you're meant to be on, that's what I mean. Like there's just certain things, and it's not necessarily the physical. It could just be beliefs in ourselves, beliefs in how society works, beliefs in our relationships, beliefs in who we are, really. Because remember, Pluto Aquarius is bringing transformation, rebirth, and all of these wonderful things. Revolution, evolution, okay? All right, another one I want you to think about, and this to me is the most exciting, I would say, for May, is Jupiter entering Gemini, May 25th. All right, so this is where the luck and the spirituality aspect, you know, obviously if you're watching tarot and astrology, then you already have like this inclining, okay? And so this is what I mean is like getting excited about this. And there's going to be a lot that we are going to be opening up to possibilities and ideas and having that ambition to say yes to things that increase our expansion. So like things that have been holding us back, we're going to have more of a impulse, I would say, to say yes to expansive stuff. And so you have to remember, if you are exhausted, that you have the strength and discipline you need for the challenges ahead. And that if there is something but you're scared because, oh, like it's gonna take too much work, or I already have too much, like you have to move past the blocks, the fears, the limitations of what is preventing you from expanding, because Jupiter is here to expand those things. And so remember, you expand whatever you're thinking about. And so spending enough time alone so you stay attuned to like not letting other people or things take away all your energy and focus, because you need to be completely engaged. All right, that's the big thing that tarot is saying. Like you have to make sure that that light is shining from within and is stable to guide you forward where you're going. Because guess what, that journey that you're going on, it might be you and you alone, but I do see it opening up more partnerships. But it's needing to be completely engaged, and the only way you're going to be completely engaged is if you clear all the cobwebs in your subconscious. Okay, so if you haven't done that shadow work journal, please do. It's in my link tree. It's less than $20. It's amazing. It takes less than 5 minutes for each entry, and I just love ending on the Hermit here. So let's see what we got for Taurus for May 2024. Taurus, thank you so much for joining me today. Please don't forget to hit that like button, comment if it resonates or if you have a question, and subscribe to Modern Maven Tarot. Yeah, once we do that inner, once we go within, once we face our shadow and that drive and momentum, we have to remember, like, our shadow is going to keep asserting itself, is going to keep putting in blocks, fears, limitations, as long as it doesn't feel safe. Okay, and so just facing whatever this is. And the biggest thing is when we see it projected in other people, it's just more of a sign for us to go within and ask, what is it that is triggering my shadow from this person projecting their shadow, okay? Wow, okay, so a lot to do with your inner child, a lot to do with children in general. If you are a parent, this could have a lot to do with that. Just keep in mind, with my tarot, the pages are always your inner child, and also in reflection, somebody else's inner child. So like I was saying, like, I think this is here speaking to you because there's going to be a lot related to shadow work. And I think it has a lot to do with the Pluto and Aquarius retrograde in your season is going to hyper focus the things that we need to reflect on, that we have learned from so far from Pluto and Aquarius direct. Okay, that is, it's gonna be, remember this, it might feel heavy at times, but it's going to be liberating. Okay, the biggest thing about Pluto is it's trying to liberate. But this is the thing that like, those are going to be glimpses. And like I said, I really want you to do the internal work, but the overall energy for the month of May is a 3 of Cups. So this is celebration. This is appreciation. All right. It could be that you have a big social calendar too. So if you do have a big social calendar, seeing the 4 of Swords in the area of what you need more of is telling me that we cannot we have to balance. We can't give too much of our time to other people's energy, and obviously, yes, enjoy life, but make sure that you balance all of this joy and a celebration and social energy with enough rest, okay? Because this is ruled by Jupiter and Libra. So remember, all that Jupiter energy of expansion, you have to balance this with this, okay? What I love to hear is the 4 of Wands is in the area of what you have the right amount of. And this is like really, again, more celebration. This is ruled by Venus and Aries, but it can also indicate marriage. It can really indicate just like success and celebration when it comes to our creativity, when it comes to just that inner flame, feeling fulfilled. But what I love too the most is like, I really do get that you see the Aquarian age and you're not focusing so much on this because it's heavy energy, right? Like you're understanding the reason for certain things to end. You're understanding the reason to let go of certain things or certain people. But this is just like really good relationships you can lean on. So like I said, when there is that contrast, if there are people or situations that draw your attention back to here, it's like, what are the situations and the people that are focusing here? Because that's what you want to focus on. And that's what you want to celebrate, okay? Fascinating that the Page of Wands is in the area of what you need less of. This is also a card indicating of summer. And so this is interesting because like the message of the Page of Wands is to explore things to fuel your inner flame. And I think that might actually be a distraction from something. So we'll see what the clarifiers have to say, but right off the bat, I'm getting that actually might be a distraction from something that we need to focus on, because what you can change is the 3 of Coins. And so again, this is like your laser focus. So again, like there's so much with celebrating and parties and hanging out with friends, but also it's a lucky turn of events. And so there is where like we could like have this big break and it's like, and we just want to be like, okay, now I can rest. But like the tarot is saying, don't forget to stay focused on where you're heading, okay? Because remember, Jupiter and Gemini, that expansion, that luck, we want to make sure that we take enough time to focus and have the patience to grow what it is we've been working so hard on and what we're celebrating the success of. Now, the Page of Swords is in the area of what you need to accept, and this is related to communication. And this is what I said, like, intuitively. This is a card about speaking your truth. It's also a card, though, of forceful communication, all right? And so there is a choice here when it comes to what you give energy to when it comes to communication. I'm just getting, like, someone's inner child and your inner child, and this can actually be too. The forceful communication isn't coming from you, but it's coming from somebody else. But how you're responding to it is something where like, it's like taking something to heart, right? Like let's say somebody is like really forceful and like their shadow takes the lead and you let that get to you personally instead of saying like, that's not my energy and that energy needs to be removed. Do you know what I mean? There's something here when it comes to forceful communication and speaking your truth that we need to accept, all right? And you're gonna take that how it resonates, but I want you to like go back and again, reflect, put an Aquarius reflection along with that Mercury going into your sign of Taurus. How do you speak your truth? How do you communicate your truth? Do you communicate your truth to others, all right? That's a very important question to ask this month, because remember, all of this is, like I said, dusting the cobwebs and getting all of this cleaned and ready for that expansion. Like you want to be at the right place for this expansion to come in, okay? Now, Page of Coins, hello. This is what I love. So again, end of the month, that expansion, the Page of Coins. This is something or someone coming into your life that is really going to increase your abundance. And this is the power of patience. So remember the power of patience. This is also ruled by spring. So I see this actually being like a pretty quick and rapid increase Okay, so that plant, like I was talking about, it might even be where like you plant that seed at the beginning of the month and then like all of a sudden it sprouted way quicker than you realized. It's also, though, a card that really asks you to deal with situations very practically, okay, and to have that patience. So like the gratitude of knowing like this is where I'm going and I don't have to fear anything because it's already here, okay? I mean, to go from the Three of Cups to the Page of Coins is amazing. So like I said, the one thing you just have to make sure is that you rest. You have so much to celebrate. I just want to make sure that you take time to rest and unplug. And again, unplugging isn't like being with other people. Like you physically have to be by yourself, okay? Take time to physically be by yourself. And if you can, like take a bath and like listen to your favorite music. Yeah, all right, so let's see what past life energy is affecting Taurus. Ooh. Cool, all right. I don't think I've ever gotten this card. So this card, past life energy related to Asia. Okay, so it says a significant past life in Asia is influencing your current situation. You learned group harmony and sacrificing of individuality in Asian cultures, but the lessons of the lifetime needed to be balanced with your current life's culture. For instance, you may have been in the habit of suppressing your emotions and opinions in that lifetime. I'm getting a very big indication of this Page of Swords and what I was talking about there, okay? However, in this lifetime, it's essential that you are aware of your inner truth. Wow. Okay. You're being guided to express your beliefs and feelings openly with your loved ones in order to deepen your relationships. Your fascination with Asian culture stems from your love and respect of people you met in that lifetime. Consider taking a trip to Eastern lands to reconnect with your ancient self and learn more about your soul's previous journey. So like I said, this has the biggest thing I want you to think about is how you speak your truth, and do you speak your truth? And if you're scared to speak your truth, or if you're scared to share yourself with people, where is that coming from? Okay, so empowering question to help Taurus speak their truth. Let's see what we got. Oh, I love this. Okay, so your empowering question is, what is my gift to the world? Okay, so if you are a creative too, I'm going to say, like, let's say you love to paint. How can you channel your truth and speak your truth into your art? And then, you know, you have a exhibit and then you can share your story, like your inspiration. And some people ask, you know, then that's how you share your story. There's just something here to liberation with speaking your truth and speaking your story. All right, so let's see what people and archetypes. This can either be you or somebody in your life. We all play characters in each other's lives. The most important part is that you are the hero of your own journey, Taurus. So what archetype? Oh, wait, it's already here. Okay, this is, oh, wow, you actually have more than I realized. The magical child. I love this because, like I said, that creative, if you're a creative. The light attribute, seeing the potential for sacred beauty in all things, the belief that everything is possible. Shadow attributes, pessimism, depression, and disbelief in miracles, believing that energy and action are not required for growth. So a reminder of the patience. And this could be somebody too, like influencing you, who isn't being patient, and you're like reminding them, like, you have to be patient for this girl, and then that's just making their shadow energy even more upset. So remember, this can either be you or somebody else. Saboteur. The light attributes highlights your fear of self-empowerment and the changes it would bring to your life. Shadow attribute induces self-destructive behavior, the desire to undermine others. And so, like I said, I'm really getting the shadow attributes of those from other people. Messiah, light attribute, serving humanity with humility, and shadow attribute, exaggerated belief that you are the only means through which a cause can succeed. So, like I said, the only thing that I'm really getting is like magical child for you because of all this creative energy and like speaking your truth, but I'm getting more that this shadow energy is affecting you somehow. Okay. All right, so let's see what Dragon card is going to help Taurus May 2024. Dragon energy is going to, it is the year of the dragon, so every month this year I will be pulling a dragon card for the monthlies. All right, dragon energy. All right, what do we got? Pure white dragon from Orion. So it says, transform your ascension knowledge into pure wisdom. Process what you know, act with truth and honesty, and let your wings of light grow and expand. The truth, I'm telling you, speaking your truth. There's so much that the tarot is saying for you, speaking your truth. Okay? All right, so what crystal energy is going to help Taurus speak their truth? All right, crystal energy to help Taurus speak their truth. Oh, cool. Ooh, I love this. Okay, this is wonderful. You got silver, which is the lunar path. And so though that full moon, that new moon and full moon in May is going to be big, because obviously the new moon in your sign, high, planting the seeds. Okay, so if you have any silver jewelry, please, you know, be mindful of wearing it during the month of May. Even if you can take like a screenshot of this and like have it as your phone save screenshot. Oh my gosh, phone screensaver. It's still Mercury retrograde while I'm recording this. Do that too. But this is telling me that, oh wow, I didn't even see that. This is telling me that those moon cycles are going to be very important. Okay. And we also got kyanite alignment. I love that. This is what that rest, I'm telling you, all this rest, this unplugging and staying focused on your energy is huge. So when you take this oh my goodness, when you take the forest source energy, you unplug, have some kyanite with you and really focus on alignment and balance. Okay. All right, so we are going to do one clarifier and then we're going to close this out. Taurus, thank you so much for joining me. Please don't forget to hit the like button, comment, share with somebody who needs to hear this message too, okay? I think that's really important when you hear these messages and you think of somebody. That's an important thing too. Page of Cups, I love seeing that at the bottom. Look what we got. Okay, so this came out reversed, but remember I said Four of Cups in the beginning, all right? And that this is what I love, because seeing it like this, because of how I was talking about it, this over it, right? Like I'm just getting that this is somebody else's energy, okay? And like the way that you look at these cups you have is so important. But look at these 3 cups are these. There's something to celebrate, all right? So don't get distracted by this. Don't get into a habit of like waiting for something to happen, all right? Ground yourself and know that these cups are worth celebrating, okay? This is the excitement I want on this face, okay? Amazing. But again, seeing it like this is telling me it's already there and you're already celebrating. So I hope you enjoyed this reading, Taurus. As always, shine your inner light. You've got this.